Pedro Pascal getting a lead actor nomination for his role as Joel in The Last of Us Season 2 should be embarrassing to every single Emmy voter. I'm sorry, there is absolutely no circumstance in which an actor who appears in less than 15% of the runtime of the series that they're being nominated for should ever be considered for a lead category. There is no world in which that is a lead performance. I don't care how important Joel is to the story, it's not a lead acting performance. It simply is not. And that's not even getting into the fact that The Last of Us Season 2 is just bad TV by almost every metric. I would argue that the outlier there is that the acting performances are quite good. The actors themselves, I think, do a lot with the very limited material that they're provided. That said, I don't think this show deserved pretty much any Emmy nominations. Is Pedro Pascal a delightful, incredible, wonderful, marvelous human being that I am so thrilled to see having a moment right now? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely, yes. But this is still unbelievably embarrassing. Even more embarrassing when you consider the fact that Diego Luna did not get nominated for the titular role of Cassian Andor in Andor, as I predicted. And of course, there was a lot of really exciting stuff that happened with the Emmy nominations this morning, too. Severance is the most nominated show of the year with 27 nominations, including Best Directing for Jessica Lee Gane, which is incredibly exciting. The Penguin is number 2, which I love, with 24 nominations. And then The Studio came in 3rd place, which is all great. Owen Cooper became the youngest nominee for Best Supporting Actor in a Limited Series for Adolescence, which got also 13 nominations total. There is a lot of good stuff, but there's also a lot of stuff that makes zero sense. Andor got 0 nominations in the major acting categories. Now, Alan Tudyk did get nominated for his voice work as K2SO, and Forrest Whitaker got nominated for his guest appearance as Saw Gerrera, which is great. But Cassian Andor, the lead of the show, Diego Luna, not getting a nomination for this season is absolutely insane. Furthermore, pretty much everyone who appeared in The White Lotus got an acting nomination. And don't get me wrong, I talked a ton on this page about how much I love that show. I think it is incredible. It's cast incredibly well. I think all of these actors are incredibly talented, and it's obviously written perfectly. So I understand why people love it so much, but I simply don't understand why so many of these nominations are here when you have a show like Andor. I'm sorry, but Genevieve O'Reilly, Denise Goh, Elizabeth Dulau, Adria Ohorna, these performances were life-changingly incredible. These performances shook me to my core. I genuinely don't even know how I would pick between these 4. Genuinely, they were unbelievable. I gotta remind you that this is Elizabeth Dulau, who played Clea's very first credit. Stellan Skarsgård, who, by the way, did not even get a nomination for season 1, and then everything he did with Luthen in season 2, it's so unbelievably egregious. Diego Luna is the heart and soul of the show. Kyle Soller as Cyril gives this incredible performance, just this look on his face here. And I'm sorry, Ben Mendelsohn is back as Krennic, and we're not... What? And this is exactly what I meant when I made a video talking about the negative perception of the Disney Plus brand and how that does real damage to the media that they produce versus HBO Max, who, in my opinion, has this somewhat unjustified prestige image that is really due to their past reputation as opposed to the media that they are currently producing. But there is no world in which The Last of Us Season 2 deserves 2 more Emmy nominations than Andor. Now, I am happy about the 14 nominations that Andor did get, but I can't help but walk away with a sour taste in my mouth because this nomination is so egregious that I genuinely think it calls into question the entire concept of integrity around the award system, which honestly, there's not a lot of integrity there to begin with, okay? But Pedro Pascal is simply just not a lead in this show. And I do think it is possible that a show can be bad, as I believe The Last of Us Season 2 is, and yet a performer can be talented enough that what they do with the material elevates it above the quality of the rest of the show. That's absolutely possible. Is it the case in The Last of Us Season 2? I don't think so. And I also don't think, even if it were the case, that again, it would be remotely qualifying to be a lead performance. It's just absurd. It's just absurd. So... all the love in the world to Pedro Pascal. Genuinely, people always ask, well, who would you replace when I get mad about these nominations? And I hate saying it because a lot of these people are talented. But this case feels really special in that it makes zero fucking sense. So